Hi everybody. In our last class, we dissected this data. We went column by column. We then, if you remember, got some. Tried to first of all take a list of all the information we could gather from there, and then we made some pivots from the data, right? Today, today we're going to get on with the analysis, creating the dashboard. So our data pivot, and well done, kudos to all those who attempted the task. Um, James, Henry, great stuff. Your feedbacks are encouraging. Don't worry, it's only you guys that will get certificates in the end. Um, yeah. On the light note, of course, the certificate is secondary. Skill accumulation is what is primary. Now, remember, we are trying to make sense out of data. We're trying to make stuff communicates this large data set that we have here. Okay, without much talk, we're going to just get on. Before we start, do we have any questions? Do we have any feedback? Anybody wants to say something? No? Okay. So, typically, what I would like to do, what I would usually do when I'm creating a dashboard is I'll take a plain sheet of paper and run a sketch. I'll run like a sketch of of how I'd want my dashboard to be. Right? Um, so you can see how I want my dashboard to be. Um, since I can't process how to use a pen right now to draft, I'll just take. Let me try to see if I can recreate some of this here. Insert shapes. Okay, I'll just go with this and put. So where we would call this is what we would call a tile. When we get to Power BI, like it's going to be way easier than this. So let me see if I can put. So now for my dashboard, not everything it's not everything has to be a visual on a dashboard, and I think this will particularly help. I saw the what you guys presented, especially James, right? Harry, I think also. Not everything has to be a dashboard. I think AD you submitted something too, right? Yeah. Not everything has to be a dashboard. Sorry that not everything has to be on a chart. Some of them can be slides that depend on the information. And a typical example. So from our data set, because we want to make it simple and short. In fact, I'm going to show someone's dashboard and get feedback. I hope this is the one. No, okay, this isn't it. Nope. Yeah, I think this is it. Coming up. So, see the dashboard. I appreciated the dynamics, right, and the whole color and all. But number one, this is too busy, and it's going to be like really stressful to go step by step. What is it? What am I trying to get? One thing you have to do is keep your dashboard simple and professional. Except it's for some visual demography and all that stuff. Fine. But the point is, besides the whole visuals here, I love the attempt really when it's channeled to good stuff and to make a lot of sense. Now we have everything coming out here, but we don't need to have all these fields out, right? Some of them can be slicers because if you look critically, they are sending almost the same message. And like I had mentioned, sometimes we don't always need every information in the dashboard, just the key information, right? So looking at the data again, we have what information can we get? Some insights. We have employees. We have number of employees, right? But then if you remember, we have some of them on attrition. Some employees on attrition. Remember, attrition means they have left the company. They no longer work for the company. So, would we really need to have that data in our company if they've left? I don't think so. But let's have the information. So let's have active employees and number of inactive employees. That means those that have left the company. That's attrition. So I'm going to put the attrition field as a filter for, oh boy, for each of them. Like for this, under this chart, I'll add attrition. Like I had mentioned, attrition is, are they still in the company or not? I'll also add that for this guy here, attrition. Okay, so for this other one, put it as yes. No, put it as no. That means they've not left the company. So we can call this and change this name to active employees. And then for this other one, we'll put a filter attrition. Yes, that means they've left the company. And we could call this inactive. Or we could even call it attrition. That also works. But active, inactive, just keep it that way. So for, if I come here and I put, oops, is my mouse on me? Okay. Let me ensure it's black in here. So I'll call this active employees. So I'll just want all this formatted this way. Okay. Inactive employees. What else can I get from here? Let's look at data. I'll just close these guys so that I don't have to toggle between many sheets. Inactive employees. What else did we get? Gender. Something single. So maybe average. Yeah. So we can put average age. What other info? What can we put? Perhaps average income. Just thinking. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And maybe total income would even make more sense. So when we drill down maybe per different departments, so we can see income. What else? Maybe average income too. There are like quite a number of other options we could take. Yeah. So number of so here so most of so here's the logic. Most of these things boil down to the number of employees, right? Number of employees, number of employees, number of employees. So since number of employees is the main cocoa, number of employees, and then we also have so we have number of employees, we have this one, okay, average distance from home. That could make sense also, but we also have average salary, and the rest is okay. So average years at company, that'll be individual stuff. So you find out that most of the parameters we have boil down to number of employees in different categories. So number of employees is our major focus. Number of employees and then the salary, that is the cocoa. What are people earning and what number of people are in different subcategories, right? So um, let's see what we can make out of this. I think there's some way one can write. It would have been easier for me to just draw on this draw. Oh, this is draw. I think I'll even let me see if it's gonna be easy to use a pen here. Oh, nice. I think I'll prefer this. Oops. How do I undo? Okay, there we go. So you know how you have a sketch for something and it makes it all easy for you to do where you're going. So now I have points of interest, gender. So gender, oops, oops, gender. I think this can be a pie chart. Then what else? Departments. Department. Okay, this is quite difficult. I think we should just start creating the charts. First of all, open another tab and then I'll call this dashboard. And then I just blur this off, take off the grid lines. Where is that option? View, there you go. Okay, and so there are so many ways to do this. You could import an image, place in cell, place over cell. And let me see if I have some easy image. I do not have a simple image right now. So what I'll do, I'll just quickly go to on Google and see Excel dashboard background. And then if you go to images, you could see a whole lot of stuff. And I just need something plain and simple. This looks nice. Really nice. So since they say it's free, I'll just go to the website to see if I can get the actual resolution. No, this one's with premium would be charged. So yeah, I think this is it. I just hope they would not ask me to sign up. Oh, nice. There it goes. Cool. Yeah, they are too kind and nice. Okay, so one thing you could do, you could just blow out, you could change the color of this. If you go to view, I think view, you should see background somewhere. Is it under view or insert? Page layout. Okay, page layout, you see background. Yeah, this is it. Background from file. Then I'll pick this and it fills everywhere. So this works. It just goes on and on. You could do that. Another thing you could do, sometimes you could insert an image, place over cell, place in cell. Let's try this place in cell and see what it's got for us. So I'll locate my image. Oh, in cell. Oh no, not in cell. Place over cell. These are new Excel features coming with the latest Excel versions. So yeah, so with this you could like arrange it to fit the area you'd want it to cover. All depends on you. So you channel your stuff to it. I think there's some option to like tweak around it, maybe to blur it. Not Okay, transparency, yeah, so it can be blurred depending on how you want it. Right now, I don't even know which to use. I think I'll just go for the background. So I'd go to page layout, background, and then browse, and I'll take this. There we go. So there's no hard and fast rule, right? But yeah, so you could just now map your area of focus from our draft. I think I need to close this. Yeah, from our draft, we have an idea of what we want. So I'll insert a shape. Let me take these rounded corners, and first of all, I'll put it here for the header. Okay, and let's take within A to Z, and play around it. So the fill, shape formatting, fill, we do not want, do we want a fill? Okay, so I'll just go for white, and I think somehow this could be blurred. Oh, how does one blur a background right now? Shape fill, gradient. Let me see. I think I may need to revisit that. Okay, so till then, we'll just keep it that way. No, there should actually be a way to blur a field. Anybody got an idea? To lighten the texture
Okay.
of the shape. Anybody? So format shape.
That the shape, is this shape something?
Sorry, yeah, it's a shape I changed. Yeah,
No,
so
like
there we go.
I
Transparency. So this is a
yes,
shape. I inserted a shape, and then this. So the transparency. So basically, if you right click on it and go to format shape, and under the fill option you see transparency, and you could change it to say 50. So it's basically up to you how you want to format your shape, right? So I'll put on 50, and it's blurry. So what is this? What is this thing we are doing, Seth? What is it? HR dashboard, right? So
yes.
yeah, HR dashboard. So yeah, it's just the drag. Like this stuff is like taking a lot of time. But if you have typically if you have a plain sheet, sketch your chart, know what you want to do before you represent it. That's what I was trying to drive out there, but it's just gonna take time and it's not looking so good. So I'm going to insert text. I'll just put this as H HR dashboard or HR analy analysis dashboard. HR analytics sounds cooler. Dashboard. Okay, I'll put that. Centralize. You keep the middle. Increase the font. And yeah, probably Change the font to black. Yeah, for starters we could do that. I'm gonna take this Control D. I don't need this, and just reshape. I want to take off the outline, so no outline. This edges, I don't need outline, no outline. Okay. Control D. So we have attrition, we have number of employees, we have this number of active employees, inactive employees. What else did we sketch? um, Average age. Okay, maybe total income, average income, age, total income, average age, total income, average income. What else? I just feel there could be more that could be on this. Let me see. Let's see. Keyword. Maybe this average distance from home. It doesn't make much sense to me, but it should make sense to the probably transport team. I have no idea. I just put it. Yeah. So when it comes to data visualization, it's about aesthetics, right? It's about having your stuff look good. So I'm going to, oops, messed up. So I'll just put this here. I think this stuff is like duplicating without me knowing. Yeah. So under shape format, you see some arrange tools. So you can align to middle, means arranging them equally. Then there is this option, distribute horizontally. It sorts them out into equal halves. And with all of them highlighted, you can even increase the speed, the whole stuff. So I'm going to, I expanded, increase the sizes. I'm just going to align them again, align horizontally. Oops. So I'm having these guys duplicate, which I don't. Oops. There is. So distribute horizontally, and then there's also the option to align to the top so that they are all of equal distance. Okay, so the first is active employers, right? Active employees, that is this guy. Active employees is for A4, inactive A8. So I'm going to come here. Once you click on the shape, you go to your formula bar and equal to, then don't select the pivot table, just come equal to and type A4, type the cell number and hit enter. There you have it. If you do otherwise, if you put the, let's see what happens if we click on the pivot analysis on the pivot. So equal to, come here and hit the pivot and hit enter. The formula is missing a range reference as defined, so it does not work with it does not work with shapes, right? So you have to enter it manually. So click on the next shape and equal to A8. A8. So I've put that here and I hit enter. It takes the inactive. So the next one to take is total income. Do we have anything for total income here? I don't think we put that. We just split it under income. We just took average income somewhere. Where is it? Here. So I'll just copy this. I know I had said we should put the single lines here. We should put them in individual lines so that if there's a filter it does not affect. But since these are one liner items and they wouldn't get to change, um, I don't think we can have that here. So I'll take away the job role, so it's just a single value. So this is summarized by average, so I'll just copy this as average. I'll make another copy and maybe change it to total salary. After I do that, I would now change this. This is summarized by average. I will summarize it by sum. Okay, so here we want the total salary. Oops, so I'll come here, I'll click on the shape, come to the formula bar and put equal to, go back to my pivot table. Total salary is A16. So I'll just come here and type A16 and hit enter and it comes here. See that? Let me see if we format this guy according to, if we format it to be a table, a number format with comma, no 0 decimal places, it's going to reflect on the dashboard with a comma and it makes it more presentable. So we've got our total salary, and then we want to get the average salary. Average salary would, so when we drill down we see the average salary for each drill down, right? So equal to average salary is A12. So equal to, oops, make sure you click here so it reflects the sheet you're referencing, A12, and hit enter. That's the average salary. The next thing is average age. Average age is G4. What food do we call G4? So we hit the shape and equal to G4. Hit enter. That's the average. And lastly, since we just want to fill in stuff, average distance from home, kilometers, would be arrow 4. So I just click on the shape, go to the formula bar, equal to, come here and type arrow 4 to reference the average distance from home. Okay, great job. So now we can maybe select all, can increase the font so that it's more visible. Let's see if a bold will make sense. Bold is looking so bold. Just put that. So, disclaimer, I take a whole lot of time in visualization because I'm not the best with colors and all. But for reference purposes, like, this is more or less to show you how it is done. Then you play around it yourselves, right? Okay, so next we have to put tags to identify these guys. So maybe we align it to the bottom, let it be below so that the titles, captions can be at the top. So I align to the bottom. Um, then I go to insert text box, and can put it here. Now shape format, shape fill, no fill. So I'll call this active employees. Maybe centralize it, align to the top, active employees. Um, what color do you think would go with it? This, let me be bold or white. Nope. Oh yeah, we could even add some visuals. Maybe light blue and then white font. Whatever you're doing, you want to be consistent. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to take away the outline. That's the outline is shape outline, the corners. And I'll just duplicate this across board. Yeah. So one thing I can do, I can select. So you could actually so many tweaking around, like I said, data visualization is and takes a lot of time. So here's what I'm gonna do. You know, this is a shape and this is a shape, and I want them to align. So I'll select the two of them. Select this other one. Go to shape format. Under align, I'll go to align to top. Align to top. It means both of them are on the same top level. I can also align to middle. Rather, align to center. Rather, I keep mixing those two up. Align to center. Align to top. So we know that they are both on the same level. And then for these two, I can now group them. If I go to group, click on group, see they become one pair. So it's like that, a shape together. So same thing goes here. I select the two of them, go to align to top, align to center, and group. They become one entity. Select both of them, align to top, align to center, group. Select these two, align to top, align to center, group. Oh boy, no, nope. So I want them to align to, I want to maintain the height of this first, the bigger shape where you have the numbers. So aligning to top aligns it to the uppermost shape. So I move this one down so that align to top, it goes maintains the shape of this upper one. Align to center and group. So that works. I bring this down, select the both of them, align to, oh boy, not to left please, align to top, align to center, and group. So that if you're moving them around, it takes one shape. Select both, align to top, align to center, and group. So you see when they are grouped, if I move it, they are moving together. You see, right? So that makes it easier. I'm beginning to dislike my background, but for now let's leave it as is. So so far, what do you gather? Remember what I said about data visualization, right? The goal is to the end goal is to communicate the information in the simplest of terms. So at first glance, you want to communicate that information. So how nice is it that looking at all these data sets like this and all this, I come here and I'm looking at this and wow, this is the summary of this data. Isn't that cool? I think it is. So, any questions so far? I go on. So now we've got our what do you call it? We've got our tiles. These are called tiles actually. Next thing we want to do is oh sorry, nobody even corrected me. So we have this is active employees. We have to name them correctly. This is inactive employees. So this is total salary. This is average salary. This is average age. And then this is average distance from this distance from work or from home. Distance from home, I think. I'll just confirm that. Average distance from home. Okay. So there we have it. Okay. Next thing we'll continue our chart like okay, I'd want to maintain this shape. So I'll just copy it. I just duplicated it. To do that. I just click on and select Control D and it gets the job done. So here I'll just come and okay visual. So you can actually add the grid lines or a ruler. I think there's something like a ruler. So grid lines. Okay, rulers are not acceptable here. Are not okay, yeah. So sometimes if you want to get the lines, if you want to get things aligned, you could use the lines to ensure uniformity, but I don't think I need them right now. So from my chart, gender, the first, I think maybe first thing, one thing that would be nice to put. Let's see our pivot table. So you look critically and gender. Maybe let's put departments first. Or should we put gender? Okay, let's do gender. So remember from your charts you come here and then you create your pivot charts. Gender would be nice in comparison most times maybe a pie chart for gender distribution. Does not have to be, but yeah, pie chart. Okay. So typically I'll hide all the ribbons. I'll take this off and maybe change the legend format. Legend position. No, not legend position. Is it under legend? Rather data rather than legend. I'll take away the legend and then use data label instead. So for the data label, I'll go to more options. Here we can add category, and maybe have them outside. Yeah, it would make more sense that way. Maybe with percentage. Maybe that's a lot of information, so I think we'll just stick to our legend, having our legends. But then the legend would, since I'll just put it maybe at the top. Yeah. So this makes sense. I'll cut this, Control X, and bring it here, Control V. Notice that by default it just took the, okay, that was too good to be true anyway. Came here, I thought it had just taken the shape of the visual. This curve is too much, so with this yellow arrow you can reduce the curve. Before I even put this, let me make duplicates of this shape. So we'll just use the shape as maybe dividers. Yeah. So if you select all the shapes, you can shape, align to top, so they're equal, and distribute horizontally, so they have equal spacings and all that. Right? Now, on the second thought, I'm going to move the legends to the bottom, and then add a well, it really depends. It can stay at the top or not. Let me just keep it there for now. Like I said, this is not a hard and fast. There are different options, there are different ways you can work around this. And ideas could just keep coming. Data visualization is dynamic. So now, like I said, an idea has just come. Maybe I will just maintain these headers for all of them. So I'll just copy this. Oh boy. And maybe I just maintain it for all the headers. Let's see how that looks. If it looks okay, then we'll do it. So I'll align to center, and then I'll align to top. Then I'll group the both of them together. Group. So rather than do the same to these other guys, I just delete these guys and copy this. Control D. Control D. Yeah. I may have more visuals, so I just keep Control D in just for the ones below. Control D, Control. Oops. Control D, Control D. Nope. This and this. Let me just, I think, keep this here for now. We'll come back and pick it up. Let's align our dashboard. So for these guys, first of all, for these guys, um, if I want them in the same alignment with, hold on, with this with this row here, I'll just select the three of them, go to shapes, and align to right, so they maintain the same level. Now I'll come here and do the same thing, align to left. It's just for oddliness. Now for the same level, I'll come to this one and align to top, and I'll do the same for these guys, align to top. Okay. I really do not like this shape guy again, but I need the, okay, I can literally just take it off. So I can take off this, I can take off the outline's already off, take off the color. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. This looks more like it, and I can try to tweak around it. Maybe I'll just insert a straight line. I might need the, yeah, this guy for this. So insert a line, something like this. Maybe start from here and align it this way. There should be an option to thicken it here, and yeah, increase the width, you know what you want. Let's do this. It doesn't even have to go all through, but it may not be bad going all through in a second thought. So I'm trying hard not to do a whole lot of designing, but I can't help it. Okay, so let's now that we have this, let's try to fill it up. I can now go back and pick this guy up, Control X and Control V. So it comes and align it to this visual. And here we can tweak further. I can come to format and take away the shape fill, so it takes the fill of this other guy. But if it must do that, it's not, these other guys are not really clear because it's blur. So maybe I'll just leave it that way for now. For now, yeah. We could be building these guys. Let's try the right to see if it will make more sense. It just might. So let's go with the flow. So we'll call this what? Gender. Is that how we tag it, or employees by gender, or gender distribution? What do we call it? Gender should be fine. um so next, let's do departments. Right. So we'll select the this guy we are working with, the pivot table working with, and then go to pivot charts and select. Yeah, so this is the suggested guy. Let's go with the flow. Yes. So I don't need this. I don't need this, guys. And yeah, so don't need the axes. Oh, I don't need the vertical axis values because I would rather put a chart label. It sends the message across. We don't need the grid lines. Yeah, I mean, okay. So we have the department. Control X and go to my dashboard. Control V, and yeah. By the way, you can also add the charts to the shape. You select the both of them and go and group so they become one entity. Cool stuff. So here we go. We have employees by departments. And everywhere is looking so blue, perhaps because blue is my favorite color. But let's see if we can change things. Um, we can literally mix colors. So select a cell or a, what do you call it, visual, just a single one. Fill. Go for the second, maybe blue and or green. Please do not judge me for my choice of colors. Or you could literally take a shade, the different shades. I think I'll just do that. Okay. Yeah, so just do what works for you. So this is employees by departments. Call these employees. Employees by gender. Okay. So what other information can we put? State-wise distribution. So I think at the top you want to put the relevant stuff first. Most relevant stuff. I don't even know which is relevant right now. Who can suggest relevance and irrelevance? Any helps? Okay, let's look at our list. Gender wise, we've got that. Average age, business travels, we've done department. Okay, maybe state distribution. Yeah, so how many employees do we have in each state? So, rather, what am I doing? Pivot charts. Yeah, so you could also take the same. It would have been nice to use maps for this, but map does not work with pivot tables. It works only with standalone charts. It's a long process to work around it, but yeah. Should we go for a bar chart? Or should we do a column chart again? What do you think, guys? Suggestions. The floor is open. Okay, we'll go for a bar chart again. From So here we see that the highest number of staff are in California. Are we seeing how interesting it is to get insights from data and make sense of it? So here we're going to, did we group these guys together? I don't think so. So we also group these guys together, group. So I could just keep the same design pattern, shape fill, see this, shape fill, shape fill. This does not look the same. Yeah, more or less. Oops. Bold as a lion. Okay. Yeah, we can also bold in these guys. Yeah, so of course we can always revamp this later on. So this is employees by states. Okay, so let's pick three more things. We don't have to do it all. Educational level, ethnicity. Um, okay, let's do ethnicity and then educational level. Yeah. Ethnicity. So pivot chart. So we're going to use a bar chart for this one. Or an area chart. Would it make sense? Okay. May not be bad. Something for Yeah, I'll go for this. Hmm. Well, just for variety, if you leave only me, I'll just put bar charts and column charts there. But I mean, variety is the spice of life, right? I'll take this off, take this off. Data labels may not really go well here. Okay, let's see. They would not. Would they? Yeah, so just leave it this way. For the field, let's see what they've got. Okay, I'll just go with this. So it feels like the chart is above. And then you can, so when you select in format, you can walk around the height and the length. I just do not want to go so deep into that. So you can adjust it from here just to ensure that they align. This, I'm just going to group this together. Group. And then we'll call this employees by ethnicity. Okay. And yeah, you don't need to keep all these spaces, right? It's just what it is right now. I think one thing I failed to do was to adjust here the middle guy. So I just put it together right now and go to shape and I think align to center. Yeah, and I think that fixes it. Yep. Okay, great. So we'll just put two more here. Let's put, I mean, there's the others to put. You can go on to a third layer that also works depending on the need, but it doesn't have to. And I'm going to show you how and what I mean. So the rest can come in slicers, or some of them that are related to others can come. They are relative, they can come in slicers or not. Like there's just so much information here, so they could actually come a third layer. But because of time, I'll just do these two, and then we get to slicers. I was gonna take academic level. Yeah. And then we'll take the earnings, the top earners. Okay, educational level, we're going to take pivot charts. So we're going to use a bar chart this time, a clustered bar chart. So there we have it. Typically it comes in the reverse order. You could tweak around it by sorting it through the edits, but I keep through the pivot chart up. No, not pivot charts. Format chart area or format chart. I think there's some sorting where you could actually sort from. Axis options. Uh, okay, categories in reverse order. There you go. Yeah, so that's way. Oh no 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 no. Oh boy. Categories in reverse order. No, I need the axis at the bottom. Oh yes, it doesn't matter. So this can work. I delete this and then I'm going to use the data label. Yeah, I also do not need this, guys. Don't need this. So this is our educational field. Is it educational level? Yeah. So Control X. We could also do a merge of. Let me just paste this here first. We'll come back to it. Let's see what it would look like having educational level and then the education field. That way we can merge two data sets together. So if I put educational field to educational level, perhaps change the reporting view and try to get a visual out of this pivot table. You see, it would always suggest for us. Let's see. So yeah, this is, I think, too much information. So we may not need to put that. We can drill down from the yeah, I'll just collapse everything. Yeah, anyway, so you could walk around that. I just do not want to make things so complex. You could use slicers actually to sort that all out. So we have the highest number of employees, in academics. So let me see if there's an option to put you could even summarize this by percentage. Yeah, percentage. So we don't sometimes it just helps to get like summarized by percentage of grand total, the format to no decimal places, and let's see how that will look in our charts. Yeah, and that's fine. Could expand this to fill this space more, and I think in formatting there should be some gradient option where you could something like this, yeah, without this and this, yeah, add some vibes to your charts. But in all you're doing, you want to keep things simple. Remember, these are professional charts presentations, so you want to be minimalistic unless told otherwise. Right. Okay. So this is employees by education level. So that gives an idea. Then, very importantly, let us get our top earners. Um, okay, we didn't do that here. So I'll just copy this salary sum of salary, and go to the end of this. Control V. The pivot table. I'll just add employee name, right? And sort by from largest lowest. So usually when you have, I think I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned, when you have employees, when you have like a long list of items, it's advisable to take, depending on the need, top 5, the top 3, top 5, top 10, right? So for these employees, I'm just going to take top 10. Remember how to filter in pivots. You go to the top, or rather you click on the name cell, go to filter, top 10, top 10 by items by salary, Shekina, that is it. And then you have your top 10 employees. Now I'm going to do a visual with this pivot table, and I'm still going to use a bar chart. Yeah, I hide this, I'd hide this, I'd hide this, hide this, hide this. I'm gonna insert the labels and reduce this so that the labels can show better here. And then I'm going to go to this, select this, and label option. Where did we see that stuff? I think that was somewhere here where we got the option to. How could I miss this? I just thought I did this. Category in reverse order. Yeah, so this sorts it. Yeah, so this works for us. I just pick this and paste. Yeah. So I don't know if I grouped these guys together. Let me see the group. I did not. Looks like I grouped this one. Yeah, this is group now. So I'm just gonna do the same for this guy. Okay. Okay. Color variation. Let me see if we would have some nicer options. I just go for some other color. Purple. No, it's not giving. Already did this. Oh well, you can just choose any color. Green is not so. So it's hard for me to move on. So let me look for the nearest. Ah, fine, I give up. So you can even play around colors, like there are some color palettes that you can play around online. You can see them and they can guide you on color mixings. It's just me that has refused to learn. Don't mind me. Yeah. And considering the wide spaces here, I feel I want to expand the sizes of this, but I'll just leave that for now. Now let us create our slicers. Now we have this here data. So we just come and maybe select slicers. If you click on any of the pivot charts, since they are from one database, and you go to slicers, insert slicers, you see different options. So you'd know what would you want to view by. I would say gender. I would want a slicer on gender. I would want a slicer on department. I would want a slicer on maybe states wise. That's fair. I want a slicer on maybe educational level. I want a slicer on maybe attrition. Attrition, yes, no, yeah. That would help you know which departments have the highest attrition. So attrition makes sense. Uh, Satisfaction level, rating level, this would help. And then higher year, we could just use that as year. Oh, this is a lot of slicers. But there we go. So I'll just take all of them. Control X, and I'll bring them home. Here or here. Now slicers, which they be left or right, they can be either here or here. But I think I want to have them here. So I just insert this here, and first thing I'm gonna put is the year. It doesn't really matter, but this can be expanded. So if I edit slicer settings, I can change the name. I don't just want um, I can just set that select here. Then there's the option to hide items with no data. Yes, it makes your data set neater. And if I leave it this length, it's gonna like take up all the space. If I go up to this tab slicer, see colon length, colons 1, I want them in 2. So it can be side by side or even 3 in threes. About 4, okay? 4 is too much. So 3, that would help you save a lot of space. So yeah, next slicer, let's see, maybe gender. Ah, okay, let me even see if I can I move these guys here. Let's go. Okay, let's go. So gender, let's see if two columns can work for this. Yeah, prefer not to say can hide. I really don't care much. Departments, they're just three, so they can be on standalone. Then remember, it won't be bad to, under the settings, slicer settings, you select hide items not needed so that you don't have unnecessary fill-ups. Yeah. So I can make this two. Nutrition, yes, no, that can be two. Satisfaction level, oh okay, maybe these guys should just stay one one, so it's not totally wiping off everything. I didn't get to turn off the whole slider setting height for all of them, but you don't have to. But I usually do not like seeing blanks in my filter, so I tend to hide them. um, so it's nice to align them to a uniform. You can use the dimensions to do the arrangement or so on. Yeah, so if you have other charts, there are other visuals we did not put. So here you have your sliders. You can also customize your sliders, maybe to match the color theme. This may come as default, but you can match them. If you go to sliders, you see different slider options, right? So you could, if you see something that is close to your visual, then you can go for it. However, you can actually customize it further if you select and you go to under your sliders. You can add new slicer style and go step by step, edit the header and the different steps. It's going to take a lot of time if I have to show you that, but for now let's just work with something similar, so something that matches our theme, white, and there we go. Okay, so um, our dashboard is looking not so bad. Besides lots of spaces in here, but we can manage. And then the colors. Now, lastly, it's to make our dashboard dynamic, which I'm sure we've all learned how to do. That's where report connection comes into play. You select each slicer, go to report connection, and select all the pivots you want in your slicer. Since I didn't tag, so it's good practice to name your pivot tables. Like here, you select the pivot, go to pivot table, and name it right correctly. So when you are doing your pivot connection, it's easier for you to report the connection. You know the tables you're selecting. But since I do not know them and I didn't do that, which is not standard practice, I'm just going to select everything. Yeah, because I would actually need information on everything here. Okay, this can actually be stretched. I don't know what I'm doing. So everything is selected, and I click on OK. And once I select this, you see, so in 2012 it gives you the number of active employees. It gives you the number of employees that left inactive, total salary paid in 2012, average salaries and all that. It gives you a drill down. From here you see the top earners, you see the academic level at that point, and the ethnicity. In 2022 you find out that blacks were the highest, and you just get your insight, your drill downs per year. And of course, when you want everything to show, you clear the drop down. So for gender, if you want to know, okay, we've not done the connection here, people connection. I think one thing that would be nice to have. Okay. We have department here. So gender, I'll just go to report connections and expand to although select everything, every. Boom. I wish there was an option to select all. I don't see that here. Okay, so gender. So we see so we can drill down and get information on that, on gender. Okay, so if we go to department, case may be, oh no, oh yeah, we have this here. So when we select a department like technology, we can look at the male to female ratio. This company must be very pro female. The females are the highest population in the company. That's nice. So you just add report connections to all your slicers as should be, and then you get it done. You could also rearrange. You could also um, arrange your slicers. However, you could put the years in this format. 2012 to 2022, that should be 10 years. 1 2 3 4 4 for 11 years. So I could put a slicers a colon. I could change it to 11 and tweak it around. Maybe have them somewhere here. Uh, Anyways, let me not go to the time has gone. Remember to save your work so that you would not say what. So I would stop here. This is how you create your interactive keyboard dashboard. Remember, you should easily communicate the key points. The key, there could be so much information, but it should communicate the key information, right? Um, yeah. Okay. So there we go. Okay, please. Any questions? Any questions? No questions? Jeremiah, are you clapping or you want to ask questions?
I'm clapping. I'm clapping.
Oh, okay. Well done. Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of this. You are to replicate this. Please practice and show your tasks. Submit to same email. Now, it is imperative. Okay, so this is going to be our last. Not the last anyway. The on Excel. We would from our next class on Tuesday. We'll be getting into Power Query. Power Query is an interesting tool for data transformation, data cleaning. We're going to be very hands on it. We're going to be practical, and having that skill is takes you above entry level. If you're able to do this dashboard, you are even let's say mid level. So at mid level, let's call this mid level, high mid level. Yeah, once you get into the power tools like Power Query, Power Pivot, Power BI, then we can say you're an advanced Excel user. So we're going advanced from next week Tuesday. Please do not miss it, okay? Yeah. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. I can't overemphasize this. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Messi, it's good to see you. I'll just stop the recording now.